One dimension of spiritual practice is to come and live in the reality of the present so we can see the lavender light and just the end of the day when, the sunset is starting to happen, or reflected since it's still been raining a little bit in the puddle street as you go by. So we can see the eyes of the people that we live with, or the blossoms of these spring trees. They go through their cycles, first the early plums, and then you get the crab apple, and now there's still blossoms on some of the apple trees. It's beautiful. So that we actually live our life. And there's a kind of profound liberation in this. But Suzuki Roshi, again, Zen master, put it this way. He said, "You're perfect just the way you are." That's his first phrase, which is this expression of perfection. It's not that you're supposed to fix your personality and sit in meditation as some form of alternative therapy, or some grim duty that you're going to make yourself better, like going to the gym and all of that. That you actually are perfect, and you can live in the world with an open eyes, open heart. But then he added a second sentence to that. He said, "You're perfect the way you are, and there's still room for improvement." And that's kind of the paradox of it. That as we live more in the reality of the present, in our bodies, in touch with feelings, connected with others, sensing the play of the world and offering ourselves as best we can, it turns out that it helps to train ourselves, to practice, to nourish or develop or plant seeds that allow this presence and compassion and openness to become stable or steady or accessible or alive in us in a fuller way, and not just in those moments when we're in the mountains or on vacation, but really to live from this reality. We too plant the seeds that bring benefit into our own heart. We're the gardeners of the heart. Now the thing about gardening or planting, for those of you who've done any of it, is that it's actually not that easy. First of all, it's a lot of work digging and composting and kind of preparing the soil and putting the seeds in. And then once you've done it, there are insects and there is drought, and there are different kinds of molds and fungus and mildew and, various animals that get into the garden, the deer and the rabbits and so forth. So you actually can't just plant that thing in the ground and sort of say, okay, all done. You actually have to tend what's alive, and in the tending, then something beautiful comes. And so in a way, what I'm just saying tonight, and I'll tell different stories, is an encouragement for you to trust that when you plant beautiful seeds, that they will grow if you tend them. To trust that when you practice in meditation, and when you practice mindfulness and practice loving kindness and cultivate a sense of presence in the body, or an attention to feelings, or an attention to one another, that it starts to change your life, and you're able to live in the present in a more full and liberated way.